the Cincinnati Bengals.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. And we are underway at Paycor Stadium. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Throwing to open it up is Darnold. Down the field, he's not Arnold. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. A big play right out of the gate on the first play. An even 40 yards.
A gain of 40
From
yards.
the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Seahawks, 1st down.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Quickly to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. They get 16 on that connection. 1st down, Seattle.
That's another Seahawks 1st down. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. This one not quite on target.
Intended for
Too much. That one falls incomplete. Jackson Smith-Njigba, the intended receiver.
Coverage.
And it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Darnold again. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Intended for
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on 3rd down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down. Darnold to throw again. And that ball went in. Out of bounds. Incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Darnold to the air once more. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted, but let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
11.
Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The tackle made at the 20.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
From the 24 now, here is second down and 9.
11 MT. Here we go.
They'll run it for the first time. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
11.
And that's going to be enough to move the chains. First down, up past the 35.
7-yard gain.
Mike, you want to convert on 3rd down? Get the ball in your hands of your best players. And this guy, he is a playmaker. Whether it's out catching passes like he's used to or working as a runner instead.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Here's a design run. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Third
11
and
mighty.
long.
11. Here we go. Right it. 12. 11. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
12. 11. 11.
Burrow throwing on 4th down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. It's a pickup of 14. And the decision to go for it pays off.
48-yard line.
12. Here we go. Stop.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Brought down by Ernest Jones. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
On 1, ready?
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
Burrow, RPO, gets a chase. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Brings up third.
All right, so anytime you're facing
7.
the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Let's get set. 180. Stop.
Burrow. Here's a screen set up for Pila. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35.
It's a gain of
They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
Bengals.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
11 MT. Take. Here we go. Here we go. 180. Stop.
And they will take him down the 20-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
He'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
He is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
That's good.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a lot.
Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3.
Brings up second
Ball
and goal.
a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 11. 180. Stop.
This defense, that Dutch, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
No gain on the play.
They get away from their running back down here near the goal line, Mike. They change it up. They give the ball to their wide receiver. He gets stuffed. Not a lot of space to operate down here.
They'll go once more from the 3. 3rd and goal.
12. 12. 12. Here we go. 11 Thomas. 180.
Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
On 1. Ready?
Will line up at the 3-yard line again. They'll try to punch it in on 3rd and goal.
Stop. 180. Stop.
He pulls it in around the 5. And this is not going to work out. By a tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
And goal.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. 4th down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try.
A 22-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will take a 3-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back to the 2nd half in just a moment.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Just one score, one lone field goal. All these two teams could muster in half number 1. What awaits us here in the second half?
Here we go, here we go. 180. Right top. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Jamar Chase, the ball carrier. Nick Emanwari on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Up next, it's our main event between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And what a great start for their series. He's all the way up close to the 45-yard line before stepping out.
At their own 44-yard
Special
line.
teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
On one, ready?
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
11. Gun. Cut.
Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd 10.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
12. Here we go. 12. Wide 80. Hot.
They go right back to him. Another carry for the receiver. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
It's just set. Wide 80. 11, mighty. 11. Hot.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completes beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly off the 43-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On 2.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Here we go. Hot. 11. Hot.
Trying the right side. This is ahead for about 5. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
This was certainly a call mixed into the game plan this early to try and start the guessing game defensively. Just another wrinkle for that group to deal with.
On 1, ready?
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Another give to the wideout. Man, he has been busy. Heavy met in the lines, limit the game to a yard. Hayden Wilson getting there for the stop.
That's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
4-yardage run here for him. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Give him 5 on the play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They'll run again with Brown. And they're going to stop it after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Gun. 11, Thomas. Big 13. Big.
Here's Brown again. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. Third down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
I'm one, ready?
He's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10 if they can get a yard here on third down.
Here we go, here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. He won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's fourth down.
A loss of 2 yards.
That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
180. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Well, we are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More from Paycor Stadium on the other side. All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
Here we go. 180. 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Shot.
Brown finds about right. That's a gain of 10 and staring at that turnover on downs instead. He pick up the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
11, 11, 12, 12. Here we go. Shot.
Receiver gets it again, and they're keeping him busy. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Steelers' 16-yard line.
I'm one, ready? 11 MT. Here we go. 11. Shot.
Burrow gets it out right quick. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
3-yard line.
I'm one, ready?
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
12, 12, 12. Here we go. Hey, can. Shot.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver at the goal line. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1.
11, 11.
Pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
11, Thomas. 11, 11, 11, 11. Shot.
Brown game again here. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals get their first points of this game just before halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. So before we get into taps, there's contact up front. Will it make this field goal easier or harder? All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. Now the offense and Burrow coming to the line, looking to tack on 2 more.
Here we go.
The Bengals will line up for the
180.
2-point conversion.
What?
He has it. And he will reach the end zone to a perfect ending to the first half. They get a touchdown and tack on the 2-point try. The penalty gives them a little bit of an assist, and then they cash in easily for 2.
If they're going to stick you on the 1-yard line, you better be able to get it every single time. An unforced error defensively that the offense absolutely capitalizes on.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Calvin Austin on the return. Spins right by him.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Rodgers throwing to start it off. Escapes the pocket. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Austin. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers from the gun. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth.
Rodgers.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust. And trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Might shift to the run here, 3rd and inches. Looking out of the gun, here's Rodgers. This finds its target, that's Metcalf. And it'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
7-yard gain.
A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chain. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Going again here, it's Rodgers. On the move, headed right. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. It's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. They look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing again, Rodgers. Lost the football. And now the Bengals have it. Only a little bit of a run after he recovered the fumble, but their offense is going to be happy as they take over possession.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Ooh, the wide receiver getting it to begin the drive. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
11 MT, 11 MT. 180, 12, 12. Stop.
Going to the ground again on first. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
A gain of 17
Kate, don't
yards.
think for a second this is time to step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Gun. Stop. 180. What is that?
First down, and they go right back to it. Stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bengals have a first down.
Bengals first
11
down.
mighty. 11 mighty.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 180. 11, 11. Down.
Another carry for it. He surges ahead for 5. Make it second down.
Jalen Ramsey brought him down. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
Well, the
second
defense
and
is
4
really buckled
at the
down. That was a
9-yard line.
scoreless third quarter for us. The Bengals with it. They've got the lead, but this game is close. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. He's good set. 180. He's hot. 11 Thomas. Hot.
Right up the gut. The stop was made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it first and goal.
Just keep on continuing the evolution of wide receivers as runners. You know, that used to just be a gadget play, Kate. Then you see it more and more between the 20s, and now we're seeing it even in the red zone. Get your playmakers the ball.
On 1, ready?
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal.
Here we go. 180. He's hot.
Now with the play clock low, Zach Taylor hurriedly calls a timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Hot. 180. He's hot. Hot.
There's a design run. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on second and goal.
Here we go. Can. Can.
There's a gill left side. He's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be third and goal.
Brings up third.
Gosh, I just
and
love
goal.
seeing wrinkles like that added to your offense in these key situations. Kind of call it the Andy Reid effect. He's been so good down here near the goal line, and that one, well, it almost went in for 6.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals leading by 8. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
Here we go. 11 Mike. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate.
Burrow's going to sneak it. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown. The Bengals have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that input just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return. Here comes Austin. This makes it up to the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rogers. Makes the grab and bounds left side. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
58. Cat 300. Cat 300. 26.
Rogers going to throw on first. Trying to push deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Here's Rogers. Taking a chance at the end zone. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass to kick off for
Here's
Buffalo.
Tyler Bass to get this one started. And we're off and running from Western New York. Very short kick taken at the 19. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
Chase on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11 MT, tight. 180, pass.
Going wide receiver run to start this series. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of 16
It's a great
yards.
pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
11, here we go. 180. Stop.
Back-to-back carries here. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching the kick because now they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
Stop.
They give it to him again. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Bills bringing an extra DB out. 3rd down.
Let's get set. 12, can. Stop. Stop.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Cincinnati.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
12. Here we go. 180. Nice hop. Stop.
On 1st down, they'll run. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29.
180. 11. Stop.
First get of the game here to Chase Brown. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, an inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Gun. Stop. 180.
Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment.
I'm fine, ready?
Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down.
Stop. 11. 11 mighty. 11.
Now a give. It's Brown heading right. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
A give left side to Brown. He finds him 6 yards on that first down run.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 11 empty. 180. Plays hot. Stop.
Brown on the inside give. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Let's get set. Stop. 180. 180. Stop.
Design quarterback run here.
Here we go.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Now with the play clock low, Zach Taylor hurriedly calls a timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Here we go. Cut.
Brown goes up and over for a touchdown. The Bengals get some late points and the lead. All right, so we're already into the 2nd quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
Gun.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
180. Stop.
It's gone. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead.
And makes the score Bengals 8.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. First out of the game for James Cook. He could go for about 6. 2nd down upcoming. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up.
It's a pickup of 6.
Looking from the gun. It's Allen. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Bills have a first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
5 wide. What's that?
Allen setting up play action. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And he's going to be turning out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35.
32 yards.
Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
First and
Now,
10
right there,
at the
that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bengals' 33-yard line.
Hey, home. Middle. Off 52, half 85. What is that?
Now Allen. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12.
It's a game.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the red zone on first. Bales out of the pocket quick. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on 1st down.
You know, that play is so indicative of what we see in training camps all over football. Pursue. Blanketed coverage on the back end. And look at that defense fly. No gain on the play, but it very much feels like a sack for that defense.
Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Chased out to his right. That's room to work. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
50, 180. What's up?
That's Kincaid. And they take it out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1-yard line.
Half 85, half 83, 19.
Cook does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. He's got Khalil Shakir. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Alert!
It's Allen out of the pistol. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Bills 1st down. 1st and 10.
Going now on 1st down, Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So 2nd down coming up.
40-yard line.
Round 80. Help. Half.
Back to the air, Allen. That one's caught on the left sideline. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First and 10. Here's Allen. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Buys time, rolling right. Catch is made, but he is out of the back of the end zone. Could not get his feet down, partner. This one's going to end up incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Running back motions right. Allen on third down. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. He'll throw it. And they don't get the catch they need there. That hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's Brown, stop the drive. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
11, mighty. 11. Here we go. Wide 80. Behind.
Receiver gets it again. Man, they're keeping him busy. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Bengals first down.
11, Thomas.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. 180. It's hot. Hot. Hot.
Another give to the wideout. Man, he has been busy. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
Here we go. Here we go. Hot.
They go right back to him. Another carry for the receiver. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
14 yards. And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Three-quarters in the books from this one. The Bengals with it. They've got the lead, but this game is close. First and 10 now from the 46.
Gun. Got. 180. 12. Got.
Now give left side. This one held up after this couple of yards. That makes it second down.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8.
11, empty. Here we go. Got. 11, mighty. 11, 11, 11. Shot.
Back to the well again. He's on the clear. Into the red zone. The 10. He would not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
43 yards.
Yeah, when you got a game changer as a wide receiver, you want to get the ball in his hands any way you can. And I love that call. Right, we see it all the time on bubbles and quick little receptions. But put the ball in his hands as a runner, and this dude's dynamic.
Let's get set.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal.
180. Place hot. Shot.
Line up the design keeper. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bengals up by 8.
Here we go.
Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout.
Shot.
He's keeping it, gotta get it forward. Now we get another stoppage here, just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
11, 11, 11. Gun, gun. 11, MT. Hey, shot.
Brown. Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down. Buffalo calls it second time out of the half. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, two sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward. All they had to do was hold the line to win that battle.
McPherson's kick is good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a two-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10. Allen setting up to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with third and long.
56, 56, middle, 319.
Running back sent in motion left. Looking to throw it. Hauled down right at that midfield stripe.
It's a gain of
Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up.
And the Bills first down.
On first down, Allen. The right side, and Shakir has it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Allen on the play action. Escapes the pocket. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
To throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for Brandon.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
On the move, headed right. Oh, he's going for it. He can't fight off all they need. That's
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11, done, gun. Got 180, got.
And they'll go on the ground. They'll end up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
That was a really nice play. He was able to stack that one up. But they get back to Melville. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he gets us to the other near side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Bengals first down.
Here we go. 12.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
11 MT paint. Stop.
And they'll run it here. Giving a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Here we go. 11 mighty. Stop.
Running right, here's Brown. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they...
His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are going to take over here up near the 30.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, what's that?
They'll run. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
That is incomplete.
Even at the ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing here is May. He's getting his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
27 yards. That's good for our Patriots. First down. A gain of 27 on the play.
From the gun, it's May.
First down, Patriots.
And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll throw with May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Keyshawn Butte, 36 yards. And the Patriots use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football time never throw it back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
On one, ready? Here we go. 180. Right.
Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pack! Panther 60! Panther 60! Ready, ready?
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of
no
scrimmage.
Gain on the play there.
No
second
gain on
down.
the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Shot.
Now it's Burrow. Setting up the screen to P-Line. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play.
33-yard line.
And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
11 MT, tape. 11 MT. 180. What is that?
Here's Burrow. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
16 yards.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at
Here we
the
go, here we go.
49-yard line.
11. Can.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's got this down to the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
On 1, ready? Here we go. 180. 12. Dot.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Dot. 180. Place hot. Mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
And they'll run it here. And they'll get this one down to about the 27. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Creeping up with a minute to play in this 1st half.
Let's get set. 11. Stop.
And they'll go on the ground. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
A gain of 3
11
yards.
MT, tape. 11 MT. Stop.
1st down.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
That's another Bengals 1st down.
11
1st
mighty.
and 10 at the 11-yard line.
180.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
At the 11-yard line.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts
Brings up
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
I'm 1.
2nd and 9.
Here we go. Stop. What? Stop.
Burrow will throw. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Here we go. 180. 11 MT. Stop.
Third down, here's Brown. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. No signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Stop.
Burrow going to keep it himself. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? Brown is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
Here we go.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll throw now on the final play. They don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
7, Bengals 6. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On 1st down, it's Henderson. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson, 42 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
Patriots 14, Bengals 6.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game planning for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
At the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
11 MT. Done.
Play action. It's Burrow. Now he'll tap this and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that will be incomplete as well.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Fourth down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
11. Here we go. 11 MT. 11. 11 mighty. Dot.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. First and 10 inside the 30. Now it's Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. This is second and 8.
Jamar Chase.
12.
2 yards on the pickup.
11
It's
MT.
second and 8.
Burrow looking to pass.
27-yard line.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So second and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. To throw, it's May. Henry brings it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. In previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Crazy.
Diggs in motion right. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. May looking to run. And he will go down outside the pocket for a save. Trying to get away, but could not. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here's May. That'll be complete to Henderson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Crazy.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw. May. And he'll be hit as he releases it. Falling complete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That's taken in by Henderson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is called. Touchdown, Patriots. Stephon Diggs, 28 yards. And the Patriots have opened up a 2-touchdown lead in this 4th quarter.
Bengals 6.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard
The
line.
Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that up until that last play.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis splits it, and this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
To the air, May. Open man down the field is hitting. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Patriots first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
He'll look to throw. May looking to run. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
A loss of 9 yards. It's second down and goal.
Crazy.
Back to throw. May looking to run. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
4th down and goal.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
What's up? Crazy.
They'll try and throw forward May. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Powell. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Now he's going to step up and run. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Pats are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this throw will be intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for the Bengals, TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Crazy.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield.
These guys certainly not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here is May. Gets this complete to Buto. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. The extra point now for Borregales. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they want.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
For New England.
This is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
He'll return it from the 6. The Pats at the line, ready to go. CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous, You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
They'll throw with May. Got a man, Boutte. And past the 40. With the Ohio River in the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Cincinnati. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
I'm fine, ready? Here we go. 11 mighty. 180. Raise up.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll go on the ground. Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of
25 yards that time.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Twelve. Here we go.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a second and 2.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
And they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Cole.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a third and 2. So third and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And they'll go on the ground. Well, he hit in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
12.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Thomas. 11 MT. 11. Stop.
They throw it out right complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
6.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Stop.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Gun. 11 MT. 11 White 80. Gun.
An inside give. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
11 MT, tape. 11.
And they'll run it here. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Thomas. Stop.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss
well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Stop. Right 80. Right hot. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. It's complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
11.
Here's Burrow. Intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Will come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for them. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Get 300. Back north. Hey, Mike. Hey, 88.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's a gain of 22
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Steelers first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down,
50. Hey, you
Pittsburgh.
block over here. Hey, take 26. Inside.
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10.
6:30. 10 minutes. 3:19. 3:19.
And again, it's Rodgers. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, it was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And his kick is good. He got badly in that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And with it, they have taken the lead.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Just one field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. Powering his way forward. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're on the losing end of things here. What do they need to do if they're going to turn things around, CD?
Partner, it's awfully close to being a must-drive here, I think, for them, because I think
looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Now inside the 25. Jamar Chase. And for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 55 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we're used to seeing big plays from him in the passing game. That'll obviously go as a rushing touchdown, and what a rushing touchdown it was.
And you got to think to yourself that this coaching staff has looked at his playmaking ability and said to themselves, why are we just going to throw it to him? Let's double his touches and make him a big part of the run game. That big playability, it was at the forefront on that one.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 69 yards. And the Steelers are back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now another shot here at the PAT. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And they're back giving a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
The score, Bengals 10, Steelers 7.
Still just a 2-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Steelers 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. That one down the field for Freiermuth. And this will be caught at the 30. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Rodgers going to throw. And Rodgers intercepted the 3rd time. And the Bengals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
1st and 10.
So their low zone offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he's going to run. Jamar Chase to the 20.